Okay, great. Recording has been started. So from today onwards, till the end of SEM3, you will be learning Autodesk Maya. It's a basic or intermediate level of Maya you will be learning. Along with that, you will be learning, few more, just like render engine. There's a render engine you will be learning. It's a Pixar renderman, or we can call it as a separate render engine which comes with Maya, that is Arnold render engine. And you will be learning simulation, crowd simulation, which is a dynamics part that we'll learn in the end part, means at the end of your sim. Majorly, it's all about Autodesk Maya. Okay, so Autodesk Maya is a powerful 3D um, tool, and it is from Autodesk. And you might be aware of one more software called 3ds Max, 3D Studio Max. Max is majorly used for gaming purpose, low-res development purpose. Maya is majorly used for production. Whatever 3D movies and all you see, most of the movies, the characters or set, everything, developed using Maya. There are so many other 3D tools are there. Maya has been, it has been recognized as one of the best, a strong tool for 3D. Okay. In Maya, you can do modeling. Okay. There are multiple categories are there. I would like to, mention a few of the specialization here. Modeling is a specialization. Under modeling, you get props or asset or environment modeling. Okay, then you get character modeling. So when modeling is going on, try to learn different tools of modeling, try to create more and more example. Okay. um, this is really interesting. Okay. uh, See, for example, in most of the VFX movies and all, for example, if you see Marvel or DC movies, okay, extraordinary shots and all has been created using 3D only. Okay. Even, hyper realistic characters and all you can create. So once modeling is done, you will be learning texturing. Texturing is nothing but, applying color or different patterns or different textures for the models. Either it is an environment or it's an character. Okay. Even texturing also, you will be, once you know the texturing, once you are interested in texturing, you can create a separate showreel for texturing. You can go for the companies as a texturing artist. Whatever I'm mentioning, those are individual specialization. While you learn 3D, multiple specialization you will be learning. Once means you can judge yourself, or you can identify in which area you are good, in which specialization you are good. Then that you can take it as your core specialization, and you can learn more on it in fourth sem. Okay. So anyhow, you have to make a showreel for this. So texturing, asset texturing, prop texturing, character texturing, and all you can do. Once this is on lighting, so texturing is different. Once texture is done, we will go with lighting. Lighting is a separate specialization in as well. Lighting also, you have to do the lighting for the environment. You have to do lighting for individual character. You have to do lighting for props. There are multiple types of lights are there in Maya. Just like in real environment, for example, I can say the place where you are sitting, okay, means at your home or at your room. You just have to think where is the light coming from, what is the light source. Okay, so you have to think from all the angle. So if you are creating a separate setup, which like your room, okay, so if you're creating that in a 3D tool, and when you're doing a lighting, you have to think of all these aspects. Where is the direct light coming from, or where the sunlight is coming. When sunlight illuminates the interior or the room, the light will bounce. When the light bounces, it will illuminate the secondary, means when the light bounces, it will illuminate some other area. Those are secondary lights or bounce lights. Okay, means there are so many lighting terminologies are there. You will learn all that. It's all, everything is interesting. And moreover, guys, it's all about science. For example, when we learn science, there were a lot of in physics, a lot of terminologies were there, like base terminology here also. Okay, but it is simple, I can say. Maya is simple, but there are a lot of tools. You should know how to use it. Okay, from basic we are going to learn. So once lighting is done, we have rigging and animation. Okay, rigging, animation. Rigging is nothing but, once the characters are done, we need to give controls for the character, or we need to move the character, right? To move the character, we have to create rig. It's like adding skeleton, joints and all to the character body. Later, we give control for the body. Then for the control, we will be adding some controllers and all. Animators, what they'll do, by selecting that controller, they'll animate the character. It's like that. You will learn all this. And animation is so simple, but it's a process. Okay. um, there are certain principles you should know before starting animation and all. That's those are called 12 principles of animations that you will be learning. Okay, so once animation is done, you will be learning FX, or you can call it as dynamics. Okay, or even you can call it as simulation. Okay, so there are a lot many things. These are the individual specialization. Props, these two comes under modeling. Similarly, like texturing, lighting, rigging, animation, or FX, these are separate specialization. Try to learn more as the classes are done, and try to do more and more examples. Okay. So now we'll see the interface of Maya. How does this Maya looks? Now, let's say, for example, if you double click on Maya 2018, you get an interface like this. Okay, this is how the interface looks. In the top, you have the menu bar. There are multiple menus are there, just like in other designing softwares. How the menus are there, or how the tools are there. Here also there are tools are there, but number of tools are more. Okay. um, okay, it's like that. So now the second one, the first line is menu bar, right? Okay, second one is a status bar. This is a status bar. You see, this second line is a status bar. Now if you see, till window, from file to till window, the menu and the tools are gonna be same. After windows, whatever menus and tools will be there, no, those will change as per the topic. Here I select the topic as modeling. So let's say I'm gonna work on modeling. I want to create some model, so I have to be in modeling topic. So in that case, after windows, whatever menu you see, those will be for modeling purpose. If I go for animation purpose, it will change for animation. The menu will change for animation. If I go for FX purpose, the menu will change for FX. Why? Similarly for rendering. Okay. So it's like that. Rendering is a separate specialization. It's, you can mention lighting and rendering. Rendering is nothing but, you know, exporting the, you know, the work file into a certain format. Okay. Either it is a image format or a word, you know, video format and all. We'll talk about this. So you understood, right? First one is a menu bar. Second one is a status bar. Here you have new scene, open, save, undo, redo certain things, and certain things are related to, you know, snapping tools are there. Some of the rendering tools are there here. We'll see all that. Okay. Then the third one, from top to bottom, the third one, these are shelf. Can you just tell me what is a shelf normally? Normally, what is a shelf? Guys, okay, let this be interactive. Okay, let the classes be interactive. You can unmute yourself. Normally, what is the meaning of shelf? Guys, you have to unmute. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, go ahead, MJ.
Storage. So
It's a place for a storage. Good. Here you see poly modeling. Whatever tools or whatever assets are there, all these are related to poly modeling. I go for sculpting. Whatever tools you see here, everything is related for sculpting. I go for animation here. There are multiple shelves: curve shelf, surface shelf, poly shelf, modeling shelf, rigging shelf, animation shelf. Everything is related to animation in animation shelf. Just like, you know, at our home we have cloth shelf where only we keep only cloths. Bookshelf, only books will be there. Utensils, like that, right? It is organized here. Okay. So these are shelf, and you have a tool bar here. Certain tools are there: selection tool, lasso tool, paint selection tool, move tool. Very important, these tools: move, rotate, and scale. You can see in the right corner, move. W is the shortcut for move tool. Let's mention tools. W is for move tool. Okay. Then you have rotation. Rotation is E. E for rotate tool. Then you have R. Okay. WER. R is for scale tool. Okay. This is selection Q. Q is for select tool. Okay. There are few shortcuts. Main thing you have to learn shortcuts here. Means for the tools, I can say. Now, whatever you are seeing here, this is a perspective window. Perspective window. Okay. It's a 3D area. For example, we live in a real world. This is also like that. Okay. But this is a virtual world. But whatever we can do in the real world, the same thing can be done here, or even more than that can be done here. Okay. How to navigate this one? Okay, I'll show you navigation tools for this. Okay, Alt plus the mouse buttons. How many buttons are there in the mouse? Left mouse, middle mouse button, and right mouse button. Right, left mouse button. Right, when you left click, left mouse button. Similarly, you have a middle mouse button. The wheel is there in the mouse. If you press that, that's a button. If you scroll the wheel, that's another functionality will happen. On the right side of the mouse, it is a right button. Okay. The common thing for the navigation is Alt. Alt button is there, right? Alt button plus left mouse button. LMB stands for left mouse button. I'll tell you. I hold Alt. I'm holding Alt plus, don't have to press plus button, Alt, and holding Alt, you have to press left mouse button. Okay, panning. Okay, this is panning. Let's say, for example, let me create a cube. I'm in polymodeling. I'm just creating a cube. R for scale. When I do scale, it will be bigger. W for move. I can move this. E for rotation. I can rotate however I want. See, I can rotate however I want. But still, it's okay. See, I'm holding Alt and left mouse button. I'm doing panning. So Alt plus left mouse button is panning. Similarly, Alt, I'm holding Alt, press Alt plus middle mouse button, Alt plus middle mouse button. This is tracking, track. Okay, this is tracking. Okay, so what is happening here when I press Alt plus left mouse button? Is my object is rotating or what? What is happening? I'm holding Alt, left mouse button. Observe carefully. Is my object rotating or what is rotating here? And what you see, this is grid. My box is on the grid. Grid is not a selectable, okay, element. This is a for a reference purpose. And these are units. One box to another box. These are units. Okay. And units are derived here from, let's say, working unit. These are centimeters. 1 to 1 is a centimeter here. Okay. So for my question, previous question, can you tell me what is happening when I hold Alt and left mouse button and drag or pan? It is panning, right? Can you tell me the box is rotating or grid is rotating or what is rotating here? I want you all to unmute. Okay. This is very important. Maya is very, very important. Unmute yourself.
It's like everything is moving.
I'm rotating actually. Can you tell me what is happening? Bayabonga, you said everything is moving. Good try, but that's wrong. Kumalo? Any idea? Okay, I'll tell you. There is nothing moving. There is nothing rotating. My object is not rotating. My grid is not rotating. Okay. It's like a camera, you know, assume there is a camera here and camera is rotating. Camera is rotating here. For example, you are standing. Assume this is you. You are standing in the middle on a floor and there is a camera here. And when the camera is turning around you, how does the output will be? It's like that. So when I press space bar, press space bar to see orthographic view. This is perspective view. This is perspective view, perspective. Okay, you can see perspective. And this is orthographic view. There are 4 views. Perspective view, front view, side view, top view. Front view, side view, top view. Okay. Space bar. Toggle. Toggle orthographic or perspective view. toggle orthographic or perspective view. Okay. So that means there are 4 cameras by default here. Okay. We are looking through a camera. Okay. So more and more, like you'll understand when you start work on this. Alt plus middle mouse button is tracking, and this one Alt plus right mouse button. What is this Alt plus right mouse button? What is this? You might be thinking this is zoom in, zoom out. Actually, it's not. It's dolly, dollying, D-O-L-L-Y-I-N-G, dolly. Normally in the movies and all, when they shoot, I'll give an example. The camera has been placed a bit far, and assume you are there. The camera is shooting you. When the cameraman is holding the camera. When the cameraman with the camera, when he comes closer to you and goes back, that's dolly. But when the cameraman is staying there only and the camera is staying there only, from there he zooms and zooms out. That is zoom in, zoom out, which your middle mouse wheel is there. No, that will do. Just middle mouse wheel scroll. This is zoom in, zoom out. You can see a bit difference here. But holding alt and right mouse button, this is dolly. This is a smooth animation, smooth. Okay. So alt plus middle mouse button is tracking. Alt plus right mouse button is dolly. Understood? Understood this thing? These are the navigational buttons. Hold alt and left mouse button, you can pan. Middle mouse button, you can track. Right mouse button, you can dolly. All this, you can do it in perspective view. Only in perspective view. See, middle mouse, all this, see, holding alt, left mouse button, panning, tracking, dollying, you can do it in perspective view. But when it comes to orthographic view, you cannot do panning. Panning cannot be done in orthographic view. That means in top view, front view, side view, you cannot do panning. These are locked. In camera, these are locked, but you can do tracking and dollying. See, I'm in front view, holding alt, middle mouse button, I can do tracking, I can do dolly. Okay. But alt plus left mouse button, I cannot do. Orthographic views are currently locked. Same way in top view, tracking you can do, dolly you can do, alt plus left mouse button you cannot do. Same way in side, you cannot do. Okay. Got it? Any doubts? Any doubts with the navigational buttons? Guys, any doubts so far?
It's okay, sir.
Okay, great. This is really interesting actually, Maya. More and more you learn, you can, it's like playing game. Okay. So you have here perspective view, 4 views, multiple view, means 2 view. You have one more thing called, outliner. We'll get into that later. Okay. You have the time slider. It's like timeline. Normally, one frame, how many frames are required for 1 second of output? 1 second is equal to how many frames?
25.
24. 1 second is 24 frames when it comes to PAL. If it is an NTSC format, it is a 30 frames, 29.97, 30 frames. Okay. So you can define, for example, this particular animation, what duration you want. Based on that, you can define the number here. Okay. You can increase whatever number you want. The second line is range slider. From where to where? Let's say I want this to happen from 80 to 200. You can define. Maya runs with a language, a programming language called MEL, Maya Embedded Language. Okay, which is a base of a C language. You can learn that. You can write, or you can in animation part or in dynamics or in simulation part and all, you can write some expression based on the requirement. That's MEL. And here this is a output line. This is an expression line. This is output line. Let's say, for example, you see here, when I create sphere, it shows what has been done. Okay, sphere. Okay, okay, that one. And the bottom is a helpline. The last line is called helpline. The last bar, helpline. What does it do? Let's say, for example, I'm taking my cursor over here. In the last line, you can see polysphere. Create a polysphere here. Here you can see display short help tips for tools and selection. Now I take my cursor to here. It says lasso tool. I take my cursor to here. It's snap to point. I take, it's like that. Okay. This is help tool. And coming to the right part of this in the status line, status bar, this is channel box and layer editor. You have a channel box. Channel box is nothing but you create any object or you take anything here, that particular object's transformation values are available here. Transformation value means changing the position or transform, moving from one place to another, changing the position or changing the size of an object, translate, rotate, scale, all these are available here. Layer, it's like in Photoshop you have layer, right? In that one you have only one layer, but here, you know, in layer you can add multiple objects over here, or multiple scene also you can add in layer. You will learn all this. Then you have toolbox, the second one. Toolbox is nothing but whatever object you take, that objects or whatever tool you take, that tool settings are available here. Similarly, you have attribute editor. Attribute editor is nothing but you will get to know more about this particular object. Whatever object you create a character, you create whatever you create. That particular objects in and out, all details are available. What is the position of this particular object? What material is applied? What texture is applied? Everything you'll get to know. And there are two more things. One is modeling kit. One is character kit. We'll see that separately later. Okay. So this is all about the interface. There are a lot of tools and all which I would like to explain. So what I want you all to do is first install the application, because you have to do a trial and error, okay, in the application, then only you will learn. So your first task is make sure by today and tomorrow you are installing the application. Then we'll start the actual session. Okay. Any doubts? Great. Then visit school. Okay. Visit an IT person over there. Just get Maya 18 installed or 18 and above. Okay. Any doubts, you can call me, WhatsApp call. If you have any doubts how to install, I'll help you out. Okay, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, take care. So see you on the next class. Bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.